Hi guys, welcome to Cheryl's Home Cooking. So let's get started. Welcome to Cheryl's Home Cooking, and today what I'm going to show you is how I make my apple strudel. So let's get started. I have 6 Granny Smith apples that I'll peel and dice up. I have my oven preheated at 350. This is so good and so quick to make too. So about 6 medium Granny Smith apples. On to the last one. Then I'll place them on my cutting board and slice them. So I'll take the core out. And then the stem. And I'm just slicing them. Nothing like making it homemade. In my saucepan, I'll place 2 tablespoons of butter, and then I'll melt the butter and then place the apples in with a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. I find that using the Granny Smith apples are the best for this apple strudel. Down to the last 2. So this is 6 Granny Smith apples. Now I'll get my saucepan. So I have my 2 tablespoons of butter in my pan. Now I'll place my apples in. I have my burner on medium-high. I'll place the half a cup of brown sugar. And you want to cook these until they're nice and tender. The brown sugar and the butter is nicely coated over these Granny Smith apples. So I'll lower my burner down to low. I'll put my cover on. I'll just let that cook down. You can see how nice the butter melted down and how I have this nice little gravy with the butter, the brown sugar, and the juice from the apples. If you like, you can add in walnuts or raisins. It's up to you. I just like it just plain. So I'll put my cover back on and just wait for my apples to get nice and tender. Now I'll check on my apples. Oh yeah, they're nice and tender. So I turned my burner off. So my oven's on 350, and you'll bake this for about 25 to 30 minutes or until your puff pastry is a nice golden brown. So in my baking dish, I placed a piece of parchment paper. I have one puff pastry. I'll unfold it. Remove the paper. I'll take my roller and just roll the seams a little bit. I want to make sure that they stay stuck together. So now I'll take my puff pastry, place it on top of my parchment paper. I'll take a knife and on each side I'll cut slits on an angle. I cut about 7 slits on both sides. I'll take my apples, place it in the center. Now that's all the apples. So what I'll do is I'll take the puff pastry that I made slits in, just crisscross it over. So now I'll place this in my 350 degree oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. So into the oven it goes. Now I'll check on my apple strudel. See how it's coming along? Oh yeah, look at that. Doesn't that look good? A few more minutes. So now it's time to take my apple strudel out of the oven. Now doesn't that look good? That's perfect. I'll leave it off to the side to cool down a bit. Turn my oven off. Really looks good. I let my apple strudel cool just a little bit. It's still warm. So now I'll cut a slice. So I'll cut it with my spatula. Now doesn't that look good? I'll put it on my plate. Look at how good that looks. Serve this with some ice cream. Mmm. So now I'll give it a try. Mmm. Who wants a bite? Mm-mm-mm. Oh my God. This is really, really good. Mmm. Super duper good. Well, thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Cheryl's Home Cooking and watching me make my homemade apple strudel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Cheryl's Home Cooking. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye-bye.